Well, for more now on Venezuela's economic crisis, Eric Farnsworth joins me from Washington. He's the Vice President of the Council of Americas, an organization dedicated to education, debate and dialogue on the Americas. Welcome to the program. Venezuela, Caracas in particular, is facing a crisis. What is the sentiment from the public at the moment?
The sentiment is very sour. This is a crisis that's been developing for at least 2 years. It has developed into a full-blown crisis of shortages of basic food and medical supplies, security on the streets, and now we face a situation where electricity is being cut off, workers are being sent home because they don't have the electricity and the power to be able to run the economy, and even staples such as the beer supply is being reduced. So it's a really difficult time in Venezuela. It's not, it's cutting across all sectors, and so I think the mood in the public is really quite sour at the moment.
Opposition figures are trying to remove Maduro from office. If that does happen, what's likely to happen next?
It's a really important and critical question. The opposition under the Constitution does have the ability to try to organize a recall referendum, but you can anticipate that the Maduro government is going to fight that effort very strongly. In fact, has already begun to try to push back a little bit. So there's no guarantee that this effort would succeed. If it does succeed, what it would entail would be new elections, and I think that's what the opposition is looking for, new presidential elections, to try to bring to power a consensus candidate, maybe somebody who can unify both the oppositions and the Chavista movement within Venezuela. But the road ahead for Venezuela is very uncertain, and it's going to take years to pull out of this hole that the country is now in, so it's going to be a very difficult path.
This two-day working week is simply not sustainable. The country is in a recession. How does it get back on its knees, from its knees, rather?
Yeah, you know, the economy is grinding to a halt, and it's very ironic because Venezuela, by all estimates, has the world's largest proven reserves of hydrocarbons. And so, truthfully, they have natural resources. Of course, the price of oil is low, and that's the problem for any oil or gas-producing country. Venezuela is no different. But the path forward is not just to tinker at the margins with things like spending here or cuts there or maybe a little bit of loans from China or from somebody else. It really is going to require a wholesale redirection of the economy. Expropriated properties have to be returned, the exchange rate has to be unified, the country has to be opened up to investment, corruption has to be rooted out, the national oil company PDVSA has to be returned to a professional organization, not a piggy bank for the ruling class and the ruling government. So these are issues that really are going to take a long time to resolve. The answers are there. The question is the political will there to make those necessary changes?
Okay, Eric Farnsworth in Washington, D.C., thank you.